feel uncomfortable talking about the time of the month, skip this part.
But it's really helpful.
It's not anything super bad. I'm not telling you what happens and where it comes from. Just because we are in a bad mood one day does not mean it is the time of the month.
Like Superwoman says, and I'll put her link down below.
Like the superhero?
The YouTuber.
Awkward.
And, like she says, if you assume just because we're being a biatch and... redo that. So, just as like Superwoman... This is hard to say. No, give me the picture. No.
You'll know. Just don't ask. Don't be like...
And if you don't know, then your girl's really good at hiding it.
Don't try to be like, you're on your time of the month.
Oh, how did you know?
Yeah, see, that's what happens, guys. Well, she might not, like, physically hit you. The anger inside is raging. And if she is on her time of the month and you're asking her that, her anger went from, like, here, which is, like, really high, to, like, here, and then above and beyond the girlfriend.
Because during our time of the month, our hormones get really everywhere.
You want to
like, over here's sadness, and then over here's happy, then over here's depressed, and over here's
like
mad.
Literally.
You do not want to F with us.
Literally, I'll go from, like, crying my eyes out, super happy and energetic, and then I'm like, I hate everyone, I want to kill you, and then I'll just, like, cry. And then I want food.
The wind is pushing my hair.
Windswept. Be a bombshell. What are models? We are done talking about periods. It's nothing too bad, too vulgar and graphic.
Honestly, it will help you through a lot of things with your girlfriends.
And
no more period talk unless you want us to go deeper into that.
Comment below.
If you want to know exactly what's running through our head during our period, comment down below.
The thing that we're going to talk about is, like, self-image and then just your image, a girl's image of themselves. There's, like, a general idea of beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Like, girls think they have to have flat stomachs, big boobs, a big butt, like, a freaking thigh gap. Like, just a girl's image of herself can either lead her to have really high self-confidence or really low self-confidence.
Just because a girl is coming off somewhat confident in herself does not mean she is. Like, don't let the walking around chin up thing fool you. But it's just a fake. Like, girls will tell themselves things to believe it, but everything's easier said than done. When people tell you, "Oh, you're beautiful," believe it. Like,
we don't really believe it.
It's easier to say that than for
us to actually believe it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying this more when you're making, like, negative comments to girls. Don't ever talk about their weight, because no girl ever don't. Oh, you're so skinny, you're anorexic. No girl wants to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you do, then that's fine. But, like, no one wants to be like, oh, you're stick skinny. Oh, you're so fat. Oh, you're obese. Like, oh, you look like a cow. Oh, you look like a twig. Like, no one wants to hear that. There's, like, a quote thing I remember reading, and it was like, tell a girl she's pretty, she'll believe it for a minute. Tell a girl she's ugly, she'll believe it forever. Like, it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, some girls will take the compliment, and it's nice. Just watch what you say to girls.
Like, again, your opinions matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what you say will either hurt or really touch them. You have to be careful what you say to girls or guys. You need to help censor yourself, because our society is not very censored anymore, like our generation.
The next topic we're going to do is first dates, and we're going to give you kind of a do and don't list of first dates.
Don't be awkward.
Yeah, starting a conversation is really good for first dates, especially because if it's super awkward and you're just sitting there, like, at dinner or something like that, it's super awkward when everyone's like, so, how's life? Like, it's weird.
Have a list of categories and topics to go through.
Girls and guys. But just know what to talk about. Try to maybe get a feel for what the person likes. Maybe if you guys like common sports teams or hobbies or interests that the boy or girl may have. And have good manners on your first date. Don't burp and fart and do nasty stuff like that.
My geography teacher taught us about chivalry, and how, like, he opened a door for a girl, and she was like, I can open a door by myself. And people nowadays are thinking chivalry is sexist, when it actually is, in my opinion. Like, if you have a different opinion, that is totally okay. Like, yes, I admit I can do stuff by myself, but if a guy opens a door for me,
it's him being, like, genuine and nice.
Yeah. If a guy opens a door for me, or, like, holds the door open for me, or anything of that sort, him on the scale will go from here to here.
And girls,
maybe more.
Too. We're saying for guys, like, to have manners and too. Like, that applies to girls, too. So
don't be a biatch.
Like, if a guy is, like, being polite enough to open the door and, like, you know, hold it for you, or just anything like that, make sure you, like, not go out of your way necessarily, but have the courtesy to be like, thank you. That
Like, even if it's a random stranger, it doesn't have to be, like, your partner in crime or anything. If it's just a random stranger and they hold the door open for you, say thank you and hold the next door open for them.
One thing on first dates, this is a don't. Do not bring up your exes in a certain relationship. Like, if you're in a serious relationship, obviously you're probably gonna know what happened, you know, like on the first few dates. And like, until you're in like a committed relationship, don't bring that up. No girl or guy, I'm sure, wants to be like on a date and they're like, oh hey, my ex-boyfriend did this. Or the guys are like, oh hey, my ex-girlfriend, she was so fine.
She was so fine.
This is a big one that someone like said to me. But if you're on a first date, especially if you want to ask them over text, do it. But it's a lot cuter if it's
in person.
Or maybe
even if you're like stuttering and don't know how to ask a girl, just
you don't
ask
even
her.
have to say like, let's go on a date. Just be like, hey, maybe do you want to catch a movie sometime or something like that. Like,
and don't like, if you find out the girl that she likes you first before you do this, then by all means go ahead. But don't be like, you, me, date 8 o'clock, I'll pick you up later.
Like, that can be cute, probably more if you know them, to, like, on a more personal level. If it's, like, a first date and you guys haven't talked very much, that's probably not a good idea.
Like, I had an experience where I didn't even know this guy because I just went to a new school, and I gave him my number. I'm like, okay, it's just going to be friends. And we were planning to go to a movie and stuff like that. I was like, okay, we're just going to go as friends. And he's like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow for a date. I was like, this was not a date.
Yeah, I remember he like was straight up telling her like it was a super date and like a big thing, and he was like as if they were like dating for a long time. I mean, like if you're dating, just be like, hey, we're going to a movie at 7. Like that's totally cool. I'd be like, whatever, that's fine. Definitely do have it planned, kind of, if you're the guy or girl and you ask. Have it more planned or like an idea of what you both would like to do. Don't just pick her up and be like, what do you want to do? Like,
but if it's a surprise, that's so cute. Like, okay, I'm gonna pick you up at 8. Yes, you don't know what we're doing, but it's a surprise, and I would be that's so cute.
Yeah,
in my opinion. If you have a date planned, or if you're gonna go hang out, do not bail.
Don't make other plans on the day you know your date, and don't rush your date because
it doesn't even have to be a date. Just if you have plans with someone else, don't bail in general. That hurts.
Things come up every once in a while. Like, that's understandable. Like, things happen, but just try not.
Yeah, like, we understand things can happen, but if you're going to go hang out with your friends and totally diss us, then no.
Don't do it.
You can't do that.
You can do that, but just know that a girl's going to remember that. I mean, she's like, and if you're way serious about hanging out and you ask a girl or guy, they're going to be like, oh, do I really want to hang out with them? Because last time they bailed on me. But I think that is pretty much it for what we can think of right now. This is kind of sort of a rant video.
Yeah,
almost.
sorry.
That's not exactly everything that you guys don't know, but it's more about each gender and learning each other. Because I'm not saying I know a guy head to toe and guys don't know girls.
No, there's a lot of mysteries still to find out.
Yeah, I don't know about.
Comment down below about what you guys think that we don't know about boys.
Wait, also, and comment down below something that you don't think that you understand about a girl, and we'll do our best to either comment or if it's a whole big thing, make a video about it back to you and let you know. And
also comment more things that you want to know about girls, or what you girls want guys to know about girls that we did not talk about.
So here's your bye. So I'm Courtney.
I'm Katie.
See you guys in the next
Bye.
video.